Do you feel like you're attached now?
Yeah.
You're
We're conjoined. Can you not tell?
I can tell.
I actually feel like the second I found out it was Keri, I was like, this is cosmic. Like it
Why?
felt, I don't know. I think like before I knew that Keri was Elphaba, there is a video of you doing Defying Gravity at the concert, and it's on her Instagram, and I used to watch it and like weep because it was so good, and it was like the best I'd ever heard this song, and I was like, oh my gosh, like if I ever got to do Wicked, like I hope she gets to be Elphaba. But like it was so weird. Like when I found out it was Keri, I was like, oh my gosh, like dreams
like just fun.
come true.
They do come true. Well, you know that very well.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about a dream of being on Broadway, because that is a dream. I think that so many people want to live, and you're both living it in such an incredible show.
Yeah.
What has that been like? What was it like when you found out?
You go first.
Really?
You go first, yeah. Go.
Well,
It's her Broadway debut.
I know it is.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't believe it at first. Like, I really thought it was a prank call because I didn't think there was like any way that this could be happening to me. And then when I realized that it was real, I freaked out. I actually went to church and I cried. And I talked to my pastor because I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Keri, what about you? Because you have had this experience before, but I think every show is like it's your first one, right?
Well, it does really feel like, and honestly, I feel very honored that it feels that way. I was the standby for Elphaba for about 6 months, but it's never a given. It is never a given that you will play Elphaba afterwards, and I never take that for granted. So when my agent called me, I was like, come again?
Said what?
And it was really a very cosmic moment as well, because it was actually the 6-month anniversary of my father's passing. On the day that I got the call, and I was like, this feels right.
Yeah.
This feels so right.
Wow.
And to have Emma obviously is like just a wealth of joy every single show.
The movies like really put this on the map in a whole different way, and especially with different generations now of audience members. What are you seeing with people coming to the theater? And I'm sure you've got like families that either grew up, watching it on stage or now film.
I mean, it has always been like an 8 to 80 show. It has always been that musical. It is truly for all ages. It's so many people's first Broadway show that they're seeing, and everybody in between enjoys it as if it's the first time. I have a friend who has actually they've seen me in the show 9 times as of last night.
What?
Wow.
And
So it never gets old.
Right?
It never gets old. It is always just so classic and so timeless. And we're really, really lucky to peek out. I mean, what is it like when you're on stage and you see like the little kiddos and then like the grandparents that are bringing their grandchildren? It's unbelievable.
And you see that, right?
You do,
can see
yeah.
it from stage.
I think
What does
every
that feel
Glinda
like?
says that. Like when you're up in the bubble, you can see the first couple of rows, and you always, like every single show so far, my 11 shows, every single show I see somebody dressed in costume, and either from the movie or the musical. But I think it's so special that people come in and now like. Also, everyone knows Wicked now, like
Yes.
in a much deeper way. When I told people like, oh, I'm gonna be doing Wicked on Broadway, everybody who hears that is like, oh wow, Wicked. Like, it means something to people on a much deeper, like more expansive level now that the movie exists, because it's a real household. It always was a household name, but now it's an even bigger entity. Last night we had groups of kids who are seeing it for the first time, and the audiences were so great. Like everything got like just the most rambunctious reaction in the best way. Like it was like they were seeing it for the first time.
It's magical.
It's magical.
Being a little kid going to Broadway, it's magical, right? But
Yeah.
especially a show like Wicked. So before you, were there other actors that played these roles that you watched or emulated or want to take pieces from, or pieces from everybody a little bit differently?
I mean, I remember growing up, and I couldn't go to voice lessons right away when I first started. I've been singing my whole life, but I couldn't go into voice lessons right away, so I would just listen to cast albums. My first time seeing Wicked actually was last year. So Lencia and Ali Trin, they were both my first Elphaba and Glinda, and I think also having the unique experience of standing by. For Lencia, like specifically, I learned so much hearing her do the show 8 times a week, watching her move throughout her show. I think every single Elphaba is able to make it their own. We're able to bring a little piece of ourselves to Elphaba. That's something I think no matter which Elphaba you've seen over the entire 20 some odd years of Wicked's existence on tour, you're gonna see a different show.
Which is what makes it so special.
Yes.
What about you?
Allie was also a huge, Allie Trim, who did the role before me, was like a huge influence to me because she was the one I got to watch every day. Like, you know, while I was in rehearsal, I'd look at the screen and watch her. So she's who I learned from so much. And then also like Kristen and also Katie Rose Clark. Oh my gosh, Megan Hilty and Ali Mazzi and
Just the
Mackenzie
list just goes
it's
on and
pretty
on.
amazing.
Kurtz. I love Mackenzie Kurtz. She was so silly. I think there's a little bit of all of them though. And the reason why you love them so much is because they bring themselves to it.